Okay, we got another ending there with the bucket. I want to get that figurine now. But I have
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I was thinking every time you do a new ending, it shows a different, like, intro room. Because what was with the screen saying the end is never?
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of
that
his
was weird.
co-workers.
I don't know. Anyway, let's take the bucket.
A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Let's go get the figure. I gotta get it. I'm so close. And then all I need left is the doors. Wait, is it always been? Was it always like this? This is different.
Stanley clutched the bucket
let's go.
to his chin. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Well, not exactly.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
What if I stay in
was this
here?
better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
What if I just stay in here? Will I say something different? Maybe. Because every time I've been here, I just
Truly,
left.
being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
Yeah.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First,
It's weird you could
walking
stand
through
on
the
this
door
thing.
on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Okay. Yeah. I will
Perhaps
continue
this
waiting.
was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Maybe. Yeah, the bucket does feel quite comfortable here, I have to admit.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Yeah. What time is it, by the way? Looks like it's quite late. It's almost midnight. Okay. Unless it's early. It does look like it's daytime, actually. Might be in the morning. Yeah. Seems like it. Is there anything else you're gonna say? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna keep waiting. Maybe you'll say something different. Okay, well, I guess nothing's happening, so let's go to the figurine.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Let's go.
No,
said the bucket.
don't
Okay.
go to the meeting room.
This way?
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Aha.
Go to the cargo lift.
Secret figurine.
You're getting
Yay.
close now, Stanley. You've
I am.
nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlerines.
The
Very
what?
soon, you'll collect the
Figure
first one.
Anlerine?
And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Okay.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlerines. None of us can.
Yeah, we're getting very close. We just need the red and blue doors now. I don't remember how I got there, actually. I don't know. I'll just explore until I find, the place I've been. Ooh, a vent! Have I been here before? I don't remember this vent. Whoa. Is this new? Huh. Okay. This is exciting. I don't think I've ever been in this area. Whoa. Narrator sound system? What?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Who's this?
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times
I have to go back here without the bucket, because
the same
I guess it's
feeling.
it'll be different,
The
right?
emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I think it makes
There's
perfect
no
sense, but
explanation
maybe that's just
for
me.
it.
I'm a bucket enthusiast.
Still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
Keep it?
I can monetize it.
What? No.
Yes.
That's terrible.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
It's my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
Ooh.
What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
Amber, who? Oh, well, they found him. Thank goodness he couldn't monetize it. I don't like microtransactions. Oh. Is that it? Huh. Okay, well, I might actually go there now without the bucket to see if there's anything different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's left instead of right. See, every time I do a different ending, it changes like the intro room a little bit. The office, you know? It's pretty odd. Yeah. It's cool though. Okay, let's go without the bucket. See if the vent is still there. Or if it's just normal.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure, whatever.
And here it was, the lounge.
Nah.
But eager to get back to business,
I feel so
Stanley took
empty without the
first
bucket
open door
now.
on his left.
This is so sad, actually. I need to go right now.
Stanley was so bad at
Okay.
following directions.
Is it possible
it's
to go down
incredible
here?
He wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you can get here without the bucket, of course. And let's drop down here. Whee! This time without the bucket.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far
Oh, he's actually speaking this time.
that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the
Oh.
office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the
This
office
is the
had
narrator
begun from
speaking.
so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Is there anything
from
else
so
here,
far
by
off
the way?
beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office
I
had
guess
begun
not.
from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had
telephone.
begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Okay,
from
so this
far
is
off
where the
beaten
narrator
path
recorded
that it
everything?
seemed the office
Whoa.
had begun from
You didn't think I was actually just a
Oh.
recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be.
Well, you
all the
are,
back and forth
just
between
saying.
you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording. It was all just in Stanley's head.
I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal
Okay,
and
well, you're not wrong.
intricate
I mean,
storytelling.
Fight Club
It
is,
must be so simple
it did
to
kind of
be
shock
you.
me.
Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Yeah. Ooh, I can get up here.
I'm sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Sure it is. Is that it? Wow. Okay. Yeah, so every single ending has a bucket version and a regular version. That's interesting.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone.
I'm alone?
Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Okay. Let's go with the bucket.
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Yes. Now then,
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm thinking, which other path was the red and blue door? I'm thinking about it. I don't remember, unfortunately. I just don't remember. Did I do everything in the right? I think so. Oh, the red and blue door. Wasn't that the make your own game ending with the baby? And like all the poles and stuff? You had to get there by jumping off the platform without the bucket. Because when you have it, then you get the game show. Oh. I'm pretty sure that's why I remember. Like, he asked me which door he prefers me to go through or something. Or he tried making it easier for me. I am pretty sure.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I had nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
You make a good point. I didn't expect that. Is there anything else that happens if I stay here? Maybe. What if I just sit here for a while? We'll see, I guess. Okay, well, I've been waiting for a while, and it's still nothing, so I've just thought of something we can do,
Not the correct way
which
to
is to die.
But Stanley had felt the bucket.
Let's go and die.
Telling him that
With the bucket this
employee
time.
lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Of course, that means
Stanley
jumping
took
to
the
our
door on his
death.
left to go back to the meeting room,
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
All right.
Go somewhere else.
Here we
the
go.
Cargo lift, yes.
Whee!
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
Oh,
How deeply touching.
that is very touching. Okay, cool. Let us go to
All of
that
his
side
co-workers
thing.
were gone. What could it mean?
without the bucket this
Stanley
time.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Goodbye, bucket. You were good. Let's go without it. Onto the lift.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah, pretty
Perhaps
much.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Oh, that's different. Huh. That's a new dialogue that he has not said. It was okay.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room
I
bore
think I've heard this
creeping
before.
and reflected poorly on it. But
Okay,
at last,
let's
he
go.
had enough of the amazing room and took
Let's
the
move.
first open door on his left to get back to business.
Okay. If I remember
Stanley was
correctly,
so bad at following
it is up
directions,
here.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
I'm also
Stanley,
quite
I think
curious
perhaps
about the
we've
open
gotten off
door.
on the wrong foot here.
I wonder if you
I'm
can
not
escape
trusting
that way.
you, really, I'm not. I realize
Maybe.
that investing your trust in someone
Should I
else
try?
is difficult, but the fact is that
I
the
probably have to
story
land
has
on the
been about
railing, though.
Nothing but you all this time.
Alright, let's try it.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
My bucket.
Please, Stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
But I'm gonna die if I
I'm
jump
not
down
asking
there.
For me, I'm asking.
What? Really? I was in
Yes.
the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Alright,
that
let's go this
convinced
way.
that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to
think this
help
is where the red
to
and blue
show you
doors were.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
There
that
it
I'm
is.
on your
Yes.
side. Give me a chance.
Ah, there it
Now
is.
listen carefully. This is
The
important.
last figurine.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. 6 out of 6.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
The what?
Savor this moment, Stanley.
Stiggly Wi-
This is a
Okay.
real accomplishment.
This guy
This
just
is
doesn't
doing
come
something
up-
just
can't-
for the sake of doing it. When
Yep.
so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its
Although,
own
I'm still
reward.
expecting
I
a
would
special
tell you
reward
that
here,
I'm
right?
proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
What? There's no reward? That's unbelievable. He's never said that before. Oh man. Well, I guess that was fun. Now then, he said the red door, right? Did I go to the blue door the last time I was here? I don't remember. I'm gonna follow the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Let's go
Here,
backwards.
Let me show you.
Is this the baby game?
What do we want?
Oh,
What are we looking for?
have I seen this before?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's
Whoa.
beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel...
It's quite nice,
happy.
actually. Yeah,
I actually feel happy.
it's pretty peaceful. I do want to see the moment they all meet up at the top. Let's see this. Whoa. So pretty. Look at that. It's like a black hole or something. Ooh, different particles. Wow. How nice. I guess I can leave, right? And he's gonna complain to me about like, oh my gosh, I was so happy and now you've ruined it for me. I guess. I do want to move on. So let's go. It was quite nice though, I'll give you that.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
This is a death, I guess. Let's go back. Let's see what happens. I don't really want to die yet, anyway. Whoa, what's that? That looks special. It's a painting, kid's drawing of some ginger person. Whoa. I'm trying to get the FOV to help me out seeing this drawing. There's another person next to them. Interesting. Wonder what that is. Anyway, let's go back. Ah, different particles.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Sure. Now let's go back. I'm gonna keep going back and forward to see what he says.
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
We achieved.
You
Excuse
heard me
me.
before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
I'm gonna go up to the top. Whee!
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay, let's go back now. I want to see what he says. This is fun. Back to the fun particles. Ooh. Ah.
Are you are going to stay here, aren't you?
Yeah. Until I get bored, of course. Then I'm gonna go fall down. Is he gonna say anything else? I guess not. Okay, let's go do it then. If he's stopped talking to me. I've run out of funny dialogue options, let's go do it. Whee! Alright.
No!
Yes!
Oh,
Oh, I'm fine.
thank God. You lived.
My legs are kind of broken,
You
though.
had me worried there for a moment. No. No, what are you doing,
I have to
Stanley?
finish the job.
Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Here we go. Whee!
Stanley, let's go back to the
Okay.
other room. Can you do that for me?
I'm walking very slowly, though. Let's give him a little bit of hope.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Ooh. Ah.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
You mean you will be happy? Not me, of course. I am only happy when I see everything that this game has to offer. Which means, of course, going back and killing myself.
Perhaps not.
I bet he's very confused right now. What is this guy doing? Walking back and forth like this? Well, I'm trying to get you to say everything.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That
Yes.
you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Of
You're
course.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
Sure.
reading the situation correctly?
Whatever you say. Oof.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Yes.
Well, this one is yours.
Thank you. Giving me a choice? Well, I'm kind of surprised I've been able to live this long even though I died just falling off the lift.
Is it over?
Oh,
It's going to restart, isn't it?
yay.
I'm going back.
Awesome. Restarting. We're back. Okay, great. He's not speaking to me. He must be a little bit upset. Oh, what the?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
I got all the
Those
figurines.
figures.
My reward.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment?
I mean,
of
it was
your
pretty
entire
nice. I
life?
have to agree.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I
Oh,
would
the
love
memory
nothing
zone.
more than to revisit the figurines.
Sure.
Just one more time.
Why not?